What brings you here today?
I need to change my eating habits because I have a higher risk in developing Crohn's disease like my father.
Could you tell me a little bit more about Crohn's disease?
It's a genetic, chronic, inflammatory disease of the intestines. There are certain foods that trigger intestinal symptoms. For example, dairy, fatty foods, nuts, seeds, and spicy foods. I'm starting to develop some of these symptoms of the disease, which is why I need a plan to change my eating habits.
It seems as if this disease is mostly affected by diet.
Yes, it is. In fact, eating those types of foods can cause the disease to flare and make it more difficult to control.
How are your current eating habits affecting your life right now?
When there isn't much to choose from in the dining hall, I'm forced to grab a slice of pizza and fries, which leaves me with stomach pains and causes me to be very uncomfortable.
What kinds of things have you done in the past to change your eating habits?
It's easier to stay focused on healthier eating patterns when I'm at home, but when I come to school, my eating habits are hard to control, with a limited amount of options.
Could you tell me a little bit more about your current eating habits?
I usually have a small breakfast in the morning. My lunch and dinner habits change from time to time because of the limited amount of options. There are only so many times where I can stick to a salad until I give up and move on to some foods that I know I should stay away from.
How much does it worry you that you might return to your old patterns?
It worries me a little bit knowing that if I don't start to change now, it could really affect me in the long run.
How do you feel about changing your eating behaviors?
I'm actually really excited about changing my behaviors because I know it will make me feel better, more comfortable, and have a healthier future. And I won't be so worried about what I eat and if it will affect my stomach.
Could you please tell me how things would be different for you if you had healthier foods available to you at all times?
It would just be so much easier for me to follow a healthy diet plan, and it would make me feel better about myself. I also feel like it will make my relationship with my roommates better because I'm always not feeling good and complaining about my stomach issues.
What do you think would happen if you don't change your eating habits?
I think my symptoms will continue and get worse, and I could eventually develop Crohn's disease like my father, which can lead to more complications.
So it seems there are some concerning factors if there are no change.
Yes, definitely.
Do you have any concerns about eating healthier?
No, not at all. I'm very excited to start my change about eating healthier.
What might be better for you if you did change your behavior?
I'd feel better about myself in my future, knowing that my risk of developing Crohn's would be much lower. Also, cutting out these unhealthy foods would make me better overall.
What would make you more confident about making these changes?
I feel like having a buddy, maybe even my roommate for example, will be able to motivate me and help me along the way until I feel more comfortable with these changes.
What things stand in the way of taking your first step?
Some things that stand in the way would be maybe there aren't as many healthy options in the dining hall. It makes it hard for me because eating the same things over and over again get really boring. Also, living away at school makes it harder because I don't have my own kitchen to make my food and make healthier options.
On a scale from 1 to 10, how ready are you to make changes?
I'd say about a 9.
You gave yourself a score of a 9. Why do you think you're at a 9 instead of a 4?
Because I'm really excited to change, and knowing the consequences and concerns I have about my diet outweigh the minimal benefits.
Why do you think you're at a 9 instead of a 10?
I feel like I'm almost there, but I still feel like I need that buddy and someone there to help me jumpstart and slowly start to cut out the foods with me so I feel like I have someone there to motivate me.
It sounds like you're ready to make changes in your eating habits, but need to find a buddy first. If you don't seem to find a buddy to help you along this change, I am willing to set up a specific eating plan to help you as well. Some advice I have to jumpstart this behavior change is to try and get help together with a registered dietitian here on campus to try and help direct you in ways to steer you away from greasy, fatty, and unhealthy foods. Talking with her could also be very beneficial because she can let the dining hall know that there are some dietary issues that need to be taken care of for certain students here on campus.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome.